Oh, she's here.
She's here indeed. Finally, we're joined for a very interesting conversation, and also, perhaps maybe we'll get to do other things here. Talented Nazo Ekezie,
Yes.
Nollywood actor, producer, and also we can't wait to,
What?
sit back and have those very interesting bits about your profession and how far you've come. Welcome, Nazo.
Thank you.
Good.
Ekabo.
Nazo, what's that from? What's that?
Thank you so
Nazo.
It's a short form of Chinazo. Chinazo is my full name.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, all
So
nice.
So we see you on screen now, but it must have taken quite a bit of a journey to get you to where you are.
oh yes, oh yes.
So tell us, just let us into that journey.
I don't know. All I can say is I think I've quit Nollywood like up to 12 times.
Wow.
What?
That's the ones I counted.
And then you come back.
When I come back, I just keep going back and forth,
Why,
back and forth. But between 2011 and now, I've been very steady and, just pushing it, basically.
What are the challenges that you faced inside of Nollywood has made you quit 12 times?
I guess my background, I come from a very Christian
Conservative.
very conservative background. Not like anything is wrong with Nollywood though. It's just, it was new to me. I came in as like literally a child. I was still like in university when I started dabbling into Nollywood. So many things were like kind of new to me.
Okay.
And I just had to learn and, keep growing and just basically.
Fantastic. But the thing is, when you go out of Nollywood, you have to be going into something else. So what was it that was taking your attention back and forth?
Oh, I'm an Anambra woman. It's always been business.
No.
Business.
Yes, it's always been, either I'm doing real estate or I'm selling something I don't even know what it means, but I just have to sell it and make some money. And, so I've always, like, I've been like the, some sort of breadwinner since I was like 17.
Wow.
So it's always made me just do a lot of business, do a lot of things. And sometimes when the industry just gets too tough, I'll be like, you know what, let me just go make some money, then I'll be back later. Something like that.
So it's really encouraging to see, women like you, go through that process.
Yeah.
Especially having family members rely on you for things, they will call you for this, call you for that.
You can relate, of course.
Yeah, well, hey. Yeah.
Crazy.
But along the line, there is that pressure of wanting to represent and do your best. How have you been able to manage that pressure?
Well, I think I've always known myself. I've always been very conscious of who Nazo is, and I've always tried very hard not to lose it. So when I find myself in some kind of environment, because there are different kinds of environments in Nollywood. Everybody's not the same. All the stories out there are not true. There are people who still see talents. There are people who still invest in talent in Nollywood. Of course, there are some bad ones, but trust me, the good ones are there. And what helped me through it is, or what is helping me through it is the fact that I just have refused to lose who Nazo is. I hold on to it so bad.
I got that right now. Nazo, not Nazo. Nazo.
Nazo, yes. Chinazo, yeah.
So there's one thing about Nollywood. How lucrative is Nollywood for an individual actor? Is it lucrative? Can you say that I get a steady 1 million a month every single time? Or is it like far in between? I'm asking because of another question, but first that question, how lucrative is Nollywood?
Nollywood is very lucrative for a normal Nigerian.
Okay.
And it also depends on how you say it. But the best way to approach it is to see yourself as a brand.
Okay.
Because, like, if you build your face, you can do a lot with it. You can influence, you can sell, you can market.
It can be a platform for every other thing.
It can be a platform for a lot of other things. But I can't tell you that Nollywood will pay you 1 million naira weekly or 1 million naira. It can pay your bills. Okay. But then you have to, expand and do other things.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now on to the next question where I was leading to. Now, we see cases of Nollywood actors who are shooting one movie here today, and then in 3 days they're in Enugu, and then in 2 days they're in Port Harcourt, then they go to Calabar. Yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot that goes into trying to be on set, these 3 different locations. Sometimes you have to come back. Doesn't it affect the talent or the characters that you're shooting inside of these different movies?
The performance.
Crossing into each other, because I would imagine, I don't know, I'm not that talented. So if I'm doing one movie, it has to be that one movie. I cannot be Chidubim here and then be General Samanja in the other one. It's just going to like all black.
I think that's because you're comparing Nollywood to Hollywood. And I keep telling people, we are not Hollywood.
Wow.
If Nigeria is still the way it is, leave us alone. Okay, don't let us be Hollywood. We can't build a character in 6 months. Nobody has time for that. This is Nigeria. You have to do everything fast. You as an actor, you have to switch as fast as possible, and that's where good directors also come in.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you carry on the other character into the next movie,
exactly.
and the director will have to stop you. Like, no, that's not what you're supposed to do. Wow. So if you're an actor who can be easily directed, because I love being directed, I like to go on set and see good directors because I'm carrying a lot of stress from different sets and from so I want you to direct me. So if there's a good director, that can work. But having 3 months so you can switch into the next character, no,
doesn't happen.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
You have to move as. In fact, you have to play Nkechi today, and the next day you are playing Choma. You have forgotten totally about Nkechi, and that's what you're supposed to do as an actor.
And I actually think that's one of the things that the Hollywood actors respect about Nollywood.
I say it all the time. Hollywood actors cannot act in Nollywood. Nollywood actors can act in Hollywood. I mean, they have so many privileges. They have people who help them cry. They have people who put them in the mood, so
bring them
so they can be emotional. Nollywood,
massage their feet.
on action, you are crying.
I got one for you. So, coming from a conservative background, which you just stated yourself, and with the way Nollywood is actually growing, and with the extent we're going, the envelopes we're pushing, would you do a nude scene? And how much should you be able to do it? Would you take for a nude scene?
How much?
Are you asking?
Personally, I'm asking personally. But
So maybe they offered him the role and he's trying to find out. His research.
this body is ready.
Research.
That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, so you see, the thing is, when I was way younger, when I just started the industry, I would never have done it. But now I understand filmmaking very well, like I produced too. So I understand that it's just filmmaking.
It's an art.
And I've let go of any kind of guilt that comes with what I do in a movie. Okay. Because if you can't get to know Nazo for Nazo, that's your fault. And if you judge me for a particular character, it's on you. So, but basically, my main reason... Yes, I would. Yes. Did I say no?
No, you haven't answered.
Yes. I said yes.
Wow.
Yes. But there are conditions.
Okay.
The story would totally have to be worth it. Because I remember watching The Prostitutes by Omotola. And, like, I can barely remember the nude scenes because
they were part of the story.
Lesson of the story and how strong the story was. So when you just come to a movie and just, Nazo, remove your clothes, I'll be like, what? I won't do that. But if you give me a story that the nudity will, like, is very important in the story. Of course. And of course, if you pay very well.
Goes without saying.
So that's the thing. So whoever was asking you to do the nude scene, you can go ahead.
They weren't paying enough.
They weren't paying enough.
Yeah, exactly. Collect your money.
You said you'd produce 2 movies. What movies are those? And you also have one coming up very soon now, don't you?
Yeah, it's still on the works, so I'm not allowed to say the title or anything. But like I have like a full YouTube channel that I run by myself, which is a lot of work, and I produced more than 2 movies. So.
Oh wow! I'm so sorry.
Yes.
That producer hat.
Yes.
It feels very heavy sometimes.
Oh, it's a lot of work.
But were you producing and acting in the same movie?
Yes, it's a lot of work.
How?
I don't know.